So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw this time. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, they're scared. Mike, 56.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. On 1st down, it's George. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's George, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals. First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Here we go. 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Good. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them off. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy. And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fast.
Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
47. Here we go, 46. Here we go. 56. Check 56. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. George. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. It's George, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch the curve.
On second down now, it's George. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Complete to number 17.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, it's Turner, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 33. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the score, and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Devin White in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Cooper was the target there. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. George trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. George. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not line guy.